Jaguars. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Jacksonville. This one taken at the 7. He'll get They go play action for Lawrence. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll find his tight end. It's Spring. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Right open. Hey, son.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Moving left. And this one is caught, but the momentum that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Ginger.
Lawrence now. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jaguars. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year.
Well, just about every metric you can use, it's very clear, Mike. This is one of the best defenses in football. So I think coming in, preparing for this game, we were asking ourselves, where do the points for this offense come by? And I'll tell you what, they silenced a lot of those doubts here with this opening drive to take it all the way down the field to sustain possession and come away with points. I haven't seen many teams do that to this defense. They got some things to sort out here before this next possession.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. That's going to be incomplete. complete. Comfort, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. From the gun, here is Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence escaping to his left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Jacksonville.
First down.
Hey, kill.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
11, Agate. Think right open. Red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That'll be complete to Toots. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Jaguars.
First and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So often we see quarterbacks get themselves in trouble when you move the pocket towards the sideline. It really takes away half of the field. So give credit. He doesn't try to throw back across his body, put the ball in harm's way. Just simply throws this ball out of bounds and lives for the next play.
Go.
Lawrence going to give it to Jinton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
That's another Jaguar.
11.
First down.
Hey, line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
Lawrence.
line.
Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call.
On red. This side's hot. All right, here we go.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. There's a third down and 4.
A gain of 12 yards. It's now third down and 4.
Think right. Red.
Throwing is Lawrence. That is caught. What a throw. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over.
And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Into space. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple. From the 32-yard line now, here is 2nd and 8. In motion, Shakir. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Calvin Austin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Moving to his right. This one's caught at the 4. And a big collision there down near the goal line keeps him out of the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board? Because
to the goal line and in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. With that, he draws near the all-time record. He has 29 touchdowns on the season. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Soga, hot.
This drive begins with a run by Chutney. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you do.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go.
First down.
Great pass.
shooting. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long.
Hey, Lion!
Here's Lawrence. That one swung out wide to Allen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey. 30 left. Next side.
We're going to run it, and this is LaQuint Allen. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
11, add it. 13, Luke.
Second down, Lawrence. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Sharp play, Hunter. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Bills take over first down at their own 26-yard line.
Allen going to throw on first and 10. But to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers might have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. But give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Forced to his right. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. In motion, Shakir. To throw again, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Alert! Ready!
One more time going up top with Allen. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Bills first down. A gain of 12. First down.
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground, about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's in! Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Decent 24.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Exiting the pocket right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on 4th down.
Jaguars, 1st down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
24 yards.
11 Aggies.
Jaguars,
30 left.
1st down.
11 Aggies.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
Lawrence
line.
now to throw on 1st down. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, hey.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Got it. Ready? Sink right. Go, go. Red on red. Hey, I'm gun.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark them just shy of the goal line. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. To throw is Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Second and goal. At the Bills.
Tootin. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal. The Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. And that is incomplete. Quentin Strange was his intended target. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete.
And he's in. Cecil Tootin. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this. And you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The man in motion is Watson. Now Allen on first down. Moving outside the pocket. He'll let this one rip. Looking for Watson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 36 yards. First down, Buffalo.
First and 10, and it's Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
Another Bills first down. A gain of 15. And the Bills first down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
Khalil Shakir, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. The tight end Kincaid in motion.
Five wide.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Third and a yard. Allen. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills cut the deficit down to 1.
Bills 26.
contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he'll take it on in. Right in straight. Touchdown Jaguars. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covered 51 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Nice game.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Buffalo. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, lion. Focus, all right? Here we go, son.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. Another run here with Tootin. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Hey, go!
Complete. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal It is a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And he's going to set his guys up for a nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. They'll throw on first down with Allen. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal, Buffalo.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Run over center now with Tootin, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 21, here's second and 8.
Route. Hey, Soka, sink right open. Sink right.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
16 yards.
13
That's good for Jaguars. First down.
They go play action for Lawrence. This one caught left side. That's screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Third and 10.
Predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this is going to backfire in a big way. Going for it on their own side of midfield, but they turn it over on down. Here's Allen now on first and 10. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 3. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone yet again. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead.
Jaguars 34. Tyler Bass.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
On red. 11, 11. Hey, Soko.
Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Brings up second and
Now here's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. It's third and 4.
Hey, son, it's on still.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Lion.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Middle. Off 52. What's that?
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
17 yards.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone.
That one, take it in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
34.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
11, add that. Let's go. Rip, 23. So 11.
Up the middle, here is Tootin. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Gun.
Lawrence now. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone, inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his big tight end, Brendan Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case,
The ball goes out. But this is taken in by a teammate. In motion, Shakir. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson.
well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pass play good for 22. 1st down, Buffalo.
Middle. Brown 80.
Allen working from the pistol. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Hook. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Now Allen and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 6.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19-yard line.
Lawrence. Out, thrown deep for Bell. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Passes kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd and 6.
Let's go.
At the 27-yard line.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Hey, Rob. Here we go.
Lawrence. Again, working deep downfield. And now he loses the football. I believe one of the Jaguars was able to get in there and recover. Yes, Jacksonville retains possession.
13, Lou. Lou. Red on red. Here we go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That's caught downfield by Hunter. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
A gain of 41 yards on the
Saint
play.
Frank.
That's
Hey,
good for the
Jupiter.
Jaguars. 1st down.
Red.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Rolling to the left. Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help you just that.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport.
probably thought they wouldn't meet. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got 'em beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think you're better than me. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think you're better than me. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
So typical, body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch at the ridicule. It's so typical. It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch at the ridicule. It's so typical.
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jerk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet.
That's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. He's still modest, so typical. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. He's still
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Better when
Yeah.
I wanna
Yeah.
get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better.
If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.